first light, meet me over there. Thank you, Helen.
Thank you, Matt.
Hello everybody, welcome to a winter solstice tree walk. My name's Matt and I am here on Bushy Combe. We're currently looking out over Glastonbury. You can see here the centre of the town, St John's Church on the High Street. And then this green area approaching down here is all of Bushy Combe. Just to orientate you further, if we go in this direction, we are stood on Chalice Hill. This is Xander and Alice. Say hello, Xander and Alice. They're the production team. And Helen. Helen likes to come to the tree walks. All three of these guys are regular tree walkers, and Helen likes to come and play her flute. And she's going to do that some more for us today as well, accompany the songs on flute. So the hill in the background over here is Chalice Hill. And then over here, we move around, and behind the pine trees up here, you can see the Tor. Ding. And so Bushy Combe is home to Grandmother Lime, and this is the first tree that we're going to meet today. Grandmother Lime's a very significant tree in the community. Lots of people like to come and give offerings to Grandmother Lime to ask her questions, and the lime tree actually has a heritage of this in European culture and Germanic culture, and in further east, the lime tree is considered a sacred tree in much the same way as the oak was considered a sacred tree here. Gatherings would happen around it, thanks would be given, and there's a goddess of fate whose tree is the lime, and people would come and ask the goddess for pregnancy, for fertility. There's a linkage to fertility with the lime tree as well. The lime is not related to, obviously, the citrus lime. Lime has been derived from the word linden. So in Europe, the lime tree is known as the linden tree. And so how do we identify a lime tree? Obviously, at the moment, the tree's got no leaves, so we can't identify it from the leaves, but we can take a close look at the buds on the tree. You can see the new growth here is red, and you can see that the buds are bulbous, big red bulbous buds. And then when we look at the silhouette of the twigs against the sky, you can really see those bulbous buds on the end. You can also see that there's a slight zigzag in the twigs. You can probably see it best on here. They go in one direction and then the other, so the buds are coming out at alternate points on the stems, so that's a good identifier. The giveaway, we can look around on the floor for some leaves. The lime leaves are heart-shaped, and they're kind of soft and they're a little bit furry. The distinguishing factor actually between the different types of lime, the most reliable factor are actually the hairs on the backs of the leaves. Like the small leaf lime has golden hairs on the backs of the leaves in small clusters in the leaf veins, whereas the common lime has slightly creamier or white little clusters of hairs. And then also on the lime, it produces these extra little leaves attached to seeds. So the flowers of the lime appear underneath these leaves in the summer, and then they're pollinated, and then they turn into these little seed pods. So in the summer, when the flowers are underneath, these little leaves act as kind of an awning, and they stop the flowers from getting wet. And then when it's turned to seed and the lime wants to disperse her seeds, then this will act as a sail, and it will help the seed carry further away from the mother tree. So we're gonna sing a song to Grandmother Lime. while we're here. Thank you. This is a song called To the Trees. It's always dedicated to the trees, yeah? And on this special winter solstice occasion, we will dedicate this song to Grandmother Lime as an offering and a giving of thanks for being a tree, for being here for us at this time, also supporting us throughout the year. We often bring tree walks up here and sit around Grandmother Lime, and it's always a wonderful experience. And can you hold that, please? Thank you. Are we in shot, Xander? Mm-hmm. Cool. So rather than waffle on and on, I'm going to sing another song. To the Trees, or Old Wind Blowing, this is called. With my eyes upon the distance and my feet upon the road, my mind shows no resistance, my body knows. My heart drifts on the ocean, my breath upon the air, and my paws walk towards the forest, and I wait there. Feel the earth and your body is one. Light the fire in darkness, burn and drink the water, quench your thirst. You're an old wind blowing. And while the wind blows with persistence and my will begins to grow, yes, with some insistence, my body knows. My heart drifts on the ocean, my breath upon the air, and my paws walk towards the forest, and I wait there. Feel the earth and your body is one. Light the fire in darkness, burn and drink the water, quench your thirst. You're an old wind blowing. Feel the earth and your body is one. Light the fire in darkness, burn and drink the water, quench your thirst. You're an old wind blowing. You're an old wind blowing. You're an old wind blowing. And you're a river overflowing, and I wait there. beautiful playing, Helen. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed that. That song is called To the Trees, or Old Wind Blowing, and we dedicate that today to Grandmother Lime. Hopefully the aim of this walk is to give those who are not able to make it to Glastonbury at present a chance to connect with the land here. This is one of my favourite spots in Avalon, in Glastonbury, is Bushy Combe. And so we've said hello to Grandmother Lime, we've given her an offering of thanks and gratitude and an offering of a beautiful song. So thank you, Grandmother Lime, for all of your support this year, and all the best for 2021. So we're going to walk across here and head towards the Tor. A short sort of 3-minute walk, checking out some of the hedgerows as we go, and then we're going to stop at a nice viewpoint with the Tor in the background, where we're going to sing some more songs for you. So these hedgerows are made up primarily of, we've got hawthorn, blackthorn in here, and this tree that we're approaching is a field maple. So that's the native maple to the UK. We can always tell a maple, well, this one's still hanging on to its leaves. So we're in December and we've still got leaves on the trees, although yellow. You can see they're palmate leaves, so they're the shape of a palm, and on the field maple they're quite small compared to the other maples, and they have rounded lobes and large indentations on the leaves. Obviously all maples have the winged fruit, which we can see if we look out to the end silhouette. So a nice technique I like to use in tree identification is to look out to the end branches of the trees and look at the silhouette that they make against the sky. You can tell a lot about a tree, and in most cases, once you've trained your eyes, actually identify the tree just from looking out at those end branches. On the field maple, you can see the winged samaras out on the end there. So there's the helicopter seeds, like you find on a sycamore. Sycamore, also a member of the Acer family. So that's the field maple, Acer campestre. And so further up here we have an ash tree. So we can identify the ash tree from its end branches as well. When we look out to here, we can see clusters of seed pods. You don't really find these kind of shapes on any other tree at this time of the year, and actually the ash trees all around here this year have produced so many seeds that they're holding on to them right into the winter. So they're dry clusters of winged seed pods that appear on the ash tree. Closer up, the things to look out for on an ash tree would be the lovely black buds on the ends of the branches there. Notice also there's a slight upturn in the branches at the ends. They have these fingery, upward pointing end branches on the ash tree. The ash tree is one of my favourites. It's related in Nordic mythology to Yggdrasil, so the world tree. It has its roots down in the underworld and its branches reaching up into the heavens, and then its trunk and its midriff are the middle world, the place where we exist. And so this is one of the loveliest spots to view the Tor. The little lane down here is called, or is known as locally by some people, Fairy Lane. It's got a kissing gate at each end. During the summer it's a lovely tunnelled hollow all the way through here, lovely green hollow. Some really lovely specimens. The large tree you can see here is another field maple reaching out into here. We've got some very large hazel coppices that run along here as well, and then further down there's a beautiful split ash tree. So an ash tree that's grown with two trunks, and it's produced a little altar, and it's a really nice tree to visit when you walk through Fairy Lane, and just to say a few words to. And then this branch that reaches out here by the gate is a piece of blackthorn, quite a considerable piece of blackthorn. Normally they break off by this time, but this one's holding on. You can see that it's starting to twist and snap in here. Runs all the way down to there, and you can see now this is something different. Lovely hazel catkins. So this is hazel preparing its catkins already for next year. We've also got a piece of hawthorn here. It's only just lost its berries. It's still got some remnants of berries on here. I saw hazel actually the other day with some of its catkins extended and with its female flowers released as well. So the hazel's female flowers are somewhat different to its male flowers. They're these tiny pink clusters of hairs, and they're like bright neon pink, like the pinkest pink you can imagine. And they're one of the most beautiful things to look for in nature. They normally appear on the tree in late winter or early spring. At the moment they've decided to, I think because it's so mild, it's really mild at the moment, isn't it? That they've decided to release them early in some cases, although I've only seen it on one tree. Okay, so we are going to stop here. I'm going to train the camera on the tour. We're going to sing some more songs for you. Thank you very much. That's lovely, thank you, Xander. Yeah, lovely, going off everywhere, isn't it? Yeah. Can you? Is that in shot, Xander? It's the tour in the centre of Helen and I. Yeah. And we're on either side of the tour. Just about. Okay. What? By your chin. It's by my chin. So if I move this way a little bit, is that better? Great. Cool, cool. Okay, what song do we want to do now, Helen? For the Fire. For the Fire. Okay, brilliant. That's capo on 5. So this is a song called For the Fire. Tale was told as spirit took hold, the night birthed the sun, I began to unfold, and your face was as golden can do, and the darkness upon us stood still around you, and the path was a circle, not a straight line. The way was to pass through the forest to find that end is beginning. From darkness she spoke, the end is beginning, and you are a glimmer of hope. Dancing, a flame entrancing, fuel for the fire, burned for beginning and end. Facing friendly faces, fuel for the fire, for the fire. The tale goes on as two become one, the sway of the silence stood still under sun, and your eyes were to widen as only they do, as the darkness upon us grew dim around you, and the path was unending. We came to believe the way was to pass along the river and see that end is beginning. From darkness she spoke, the end is beginning, and you are a glimmer of hope. Dancing, a flame entrancing, fuel for the fire, burned for beginning and ends, facing friendly faces, fuel for the fire. You are a flicker of light, glancing, flame entrancing, fuel for the fire, for the fire. You are hope, dancing, a flame entrancing, fuel for the fire, burned for beginning and ends, facing friendly faces, fuel for the fire. You are a flicker of light, glancing, flame entrancing, fuel for the fire, for the fire, for the fire, for the fire. Okay, this next song is called Release the Dragon. Cry me a legend, whisper a myth, reveal the path on which my soul drifts. While I train the dragon, you pull the thorn from the side of my unicorn. There's more to this than meets the eye, when love to you looks like war to I, and the places where in daylight we strolled were not the same as the night takes a hold. They change as the night takes a hold. Call me a brother, call me my name, throw me a blade before I pass away, for forged by fire of dragon and flung into the lake at old Avalon. It takes more than this to read the cards, when the kings that came were not the kings so far. Well, hail the magician and hail the bard, we're safe as the night stands guard. Now release the dragon, release the dragon, release the dragon. Smile me a rainbow, cry me a lake, rain me an ocean for my journey to take. To you I am loyal, to you I am sworn, so ready the horses and my unicorn. There's more to this than words can hide, with the wizard's tongue and the witch's eye, and the places where in daylight we strolled were not the same as the night takes a hold. They change as the night takes a hold. They change as the night takes a hold. They change as the night takes a hold. Now release the dragon. Release the dragon. Release the dragon. Release the dragon. So to find out more information about the tree walks, go to thetrees.co.uk. All of the stuff that I do on there, music-wise and art-wise, is there for the general public to see. You can also follow the To The Trees Facebook page, Facebook group, sorry. And if you feel inclined to support us financially as artists, then there's a donations link in the description of this post. You can donate via coffee, and we will be sharing coffee. So yeah, thanks for joining us. And as I say, if you want to find out more about the tree walks, when the next tree walks are, tree ID workshops and alike, that's www.tothetrees.co.uk. We'll sing one more song for you this morning. This is a song that I wrote 2 years ago for the winter solstice, actually, and it's called A Prayer for Avalon. It's a song that you can sing along to at home if you so wish. The chorus goes, I pray to the east in the morning, I pray to the west in the evening, I pray to Goddess for all who rest in Avalon. And so this song is sung with thanks to you for joining us today, with thanks to Helen for joining us throughout the year on the tree walks, and today especially at the solstice, and also thanks to Alice and Xander for helping us out today, really much appreciated. Wishing you guys all the best for the coming year. 2020 is a year that I think a lot of us will be grateful to put behind us, and this time of solstice hopefully allows us to rest and recuperate somewhat, allow us to dream new realities in 2021. So this song is sung with that sentiment in mind, and thank you for joining us in Avalon today. Have a happy solstice. I pray for a long time. I pray to the gods for all who rest upon this island, and I pray for a sure sign, and I was saved by a sure sign. I pray to the east in the morning, I pray to the west in the evening, I pray to Goddess for all who rest in Avalon. Do it again then. I pray to the east in the morning, I pray to the west in the evening, I pray to Goddess for all who rest in Avalon. And I pray for a long time, I pray to the gods for all who rest upon this island, and I was saved by a sure sign as I prayed for a sure sign. I pray to the east in the morning, I pray to the west in the evening, I pray to Goddess for all who rest in Avalon. I pray to the east in the morning, I pray to the west in the evening, I pray to Goddess for all who rest in Avalon. And I pray with the birds in the morning, I pray with the bugs in the evening, I pray for love, I pray they're blessed, I pray for healing. I pray to the east in the morning, I pray to the west in the evening, I pray to Goddess for all who rest in Avalon. I pray to the east in the morning, I pray to the west in the evening, I pray to Goddess for all who rest in Avalon. One more time then. I pray to the east in the morning, I pray to the west in the evening, I pray to Goddess for all who rest in Avalon. I pray to Goddess for all who rest in Avalon. Thank you for your lovely singing, Helen.
Thank you, Matt.
Happy solstice to you.
Happy solstice to you.
And happy solstice to all of you too. Thanks for joining us today.